What's good, bro? What's good? So I'm currently got a free period during the school day, so I'm literally just gonna record now. So you got my tie on, as you see, got the microphone. Hopefully it does pick up the audio a little bit. So I might raise up, just there you go, just so you can see, yeah. So there we go, boys. So yeah, I mean, today's topic that I want to talk about is progress always changes. You see, a lot of people, including myself, always thought that progress means progress is linear, progress means progress, but that's not always the case. And let me tell you why. So let's give the analogy of the guy going to the gym. Okay, let's say you're a beginner, right? You will notice that in your first year of training, okay, your first year, you will make the most progress you've ever made in your whole life, okay? And that's because of newbie gains, okay? Your body is adapting to the new changes, the new stimuli, and that is why you make the most progress in your first year, in your first 1 to 2 years of training. I mean, that's for me as well. That happened to me as well. And I was so happy. I was so motivated than ever to keep training, keep going to the gym, keep lifting these weights. And then it wasn't until like the third year where I was like, wow, progress is a little slower now. I'm not increasing the weight as much. And it was during that time where I was slacking a lot more. You know, I didn't give up, but I wasn't going as much. This was at home as well. This was at home as well, yeah. It was during lockdown, the second lockdown, I believe. And I did do a little bit, and then eventually I did give up, and I put on a lot of weight. I can't remember from point A to point B how much weight I've put on, but here's a picture right now, as you can see, of how much weight, how heavy I was. So it was just during that time where I wasn't progressing the weight as much, you know, and then that really resulted me in not being as motivated to work out and keep going and keep lifting the weights. But we have to see progress as not progress. Do you know what I mean? Progress always changes, okay? All right, enough of the waffle. Let's get straight to the point. So, you might think in life that when you do less, it means that you're doing worse, basically. The quantity is less, you're doing worse in life, okay? That's what most people think. But let me tell you, that's not the case. So let's give the example of the guy who is quite shy. He doesn't really have the best social skills in the world, okay? And let's say, right, he needs alcohol to socialize with people. Otherwise, he can't do it, okay? So he drinks a bunch of alcohol and he's on it. He's on the game. Like, do you know what I mean? He's dropping game, he's dropping gems. You know what? You know how it goes, right? You know, the guy's spitting facts, you know? And let's say we take alcohol away from him and he's sober. And let's say he still chats to around 1 to 2 people, but let's say with alcohol in his system, okay, when he has alcohol in his system, he speaks to 20 people, let's say. So that's like a 90% decrease in the amount of people that he spoke to. But here's the thing. This is why progress isn't progress, because when you lift, okay, let me give you a gym example. Let's say the beginner, or no, the intermediate guy can do 60 kg for 10 reps, but then he can only do 100 kilos for 1 rep. It might seem like it's, you know, he's doing worse, he's making less progress, but that's not the case, because the weight is heavier. When the weight is heavier, you will lift less weight, you know what I mean? You won't lift as much weight when the weight is heavier, you know, you won't do as many reps, okay? It's simple, isn't it? So let's apply this to real life, okay? The guy is sober and he's trying to speak to more people in a party or something, or just in real life in general. And it seems like he's making less progress because he's speaking to less people. But this time he's sober. He doesn't have alcohol in his system. He doesn't have this, you know, this substance in his body to help him socialize more. He's just normal, you know, he doesn't need a substance. And yes, it seems like he's speaking to less people, which means it seems like he's making less progress. But as I said before with the gym example, the weight that you're lifting is heavier. Hence why you're going to do less reps. Okay, you see where I'm getting at here? Right? You see where I'm getting at? Because I'm spitting absolute facts right here, okay? Of course he's going to speak to less people, but he's probably made loads more progress because doing it sober compared to drinking alcohol, it's a lot harder. The weight is heavier. Do you see where I'm getting at here? So, yeah, man. This is about it, to be honest. I mean, I can keep waffling or yapping about this topic, but you kind of get the overall message now. So, again, I'm going to give you a life update because why not? Because, I'm out here. Look at this, bro. Parked to myself, right? For a long time, I've gone hours free, and then the next hour, I'm going to do a bit of reading. So, yeah, and then the school day's over, and then I'm going to walk home with my sister, watching podcasts, do some self-improvement lectures, and then get ready for boxing training. So, yeah, man, my day is pretty packed, but I got this free hour now in this beautiful park all by myself. So why not just give you a quick life update right now? So, again, yeah, I mean, I told you about university, me going to the open day. It was quite fun, not gonna lie, speaking to more girls and stuff like that and just having fun. And then Sunday, went to IKEA, got a few bits and bobs, because I've always been speaking about learning new skills, guys on self-improvement, let's say, all they really care about is, oh, but this is not going to get me closer to my business. This is not going to make me more money, so I'm not going to do it. I mean, this was me for a while, right? Okay, so I know exactly what I'm talking about here. This was me for a very long time. If it doesn't get me closer to my goals, don't bother doing it, And that's just completely wrong because what do we have to speak about when we don't even go out into the real world? Because this was me for a long time, right? I've said this before in many different videos, but I'm going to say it to you again because why not? I was on monk mode. I mean, I'll do the little gesture now. Monk mode. I got a water in my hand. Whoa, little fawn tried to get me, but I slipped it. I was on monk mode essentially for a while, right? And I thought I was doing the right thing. At the time, I'm not going to say that I regret my decisions because at the time, I thought it was the best decision I've ever made. And now looking back today, it was probably a stupid decision. But I don't regret it because I wouldn't be who I am today without it. But regardless of that, I was on monk mode essentially. Just staying at home, meditating, gratitude journaling, reading books. That's all I was doing, bro. I had no social life. Spoke to barely anyone, closed off from the world. Do you know what I mean? And it was horrible, Family was worried about me, but I was like, no, it's the right thing, it's the right thing. And, they see my progress in the gym, so they somewhat believe me, but somewhat, yeah. So it was about a 50-50 split, basically. So I stayed at home literally all summer, apart from 1 week where I went on holiday to Italy. And that's it. That's all I did, bro. It was crazy, bro. It was it was a 10-week fucking break. I did nothing during that time, apart from just staying at home. It's crazy, man. But yeah. Just happy about that now, going to IKEA, getting some bits and bobs, learning new skills as well, like how to build shelves, just random stuff like that, because as a man, we need to learn these skills. It's essential because let's say you move in with your girl, who's going to do it? If you can't do it, then, do you know what I mean? She won't be happy. Let's say you're with your family, you're the man of the house, and you can't even build a shelf. Do you know what I mean? Just so embarrassing, bro, honestly. I'll be embarrassed, bro. I'd be so embarrassed. That's why I want to learn now. I want to put in the hours now, today, at this current moment in time. So then in the future, all this stuff will seem effortless, I've made a whole video about this. Make your accomplishments seem effortless, because it's so true. People will respect you more for that. But no one likes the guy who says, oh yeah, it was so hard, I was just working so much. Like, do you know what I mean? No one cares, bro. Honestly, no one cares. But yeah, bro, that was a quick side tangent out the way. Sunday, did all that. Today, had a couple sport lessons, speaking to people as you do, as always. I'm a social animal, speaking about normal human being things, as you do. Getting some sport work done, doing a new PowerPoint right now, and I've also recorded 2 coaching sessions as well in sport. Yeah, so I coached the younger years in basketball and football. And the next one I want to do is gym. So we have to do 3 sports basically. We film it and then it gets sent to the examiner guy, I guess, and then he marks it. So yeah, I got one more sport to do, which is gym, fitness week, just, weights, cardio, body weight exercises. It's so easy, honestly. It's a walk in the park, to be honest. And then got a couple more PowerPoints and we're done. Honestly, I'm done with the year. And then my other subject, business, yeah, I got 1 exam, bro. I've already done my 2 exams this year. I don't know what I got yet, but I got 1 left, and hopefully I'll smash that out of the park as well. Just keep going, keep working, keep grinding. So yeah, bro, my house is not too far away from you now. So before I go inside, I'm going to market the Discord as usual, because we are seen as weirdos nowadays for just trying to improve our lives in general. And I'm not saying don't speak to anyone at all, but it just feels like you would want that friend who understands you, who can relate to you in your life. So if you want that for yourself right now, free Discord in the bio, bro. Literally, bro. It's for free. Literally, you have nothing to lose. If it's shit, bro, you can just leave. You have nothing to lose. I've got nothing to sell you. This is all for free. Link in the description below. Take it easy, brother. Bam.